Welcome back. I definitely appreciate y'all for stopping through. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit the avenues Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. This is the Jymshu channel. All them avenues is always going to be under Jymshu collection. But if y'all been here, y'all know. Y'all just gotta subscribe. I see the views. I just gotta subscribe, man. Other than that, we gonna get into just what I think about like the females in general, period. And before I do that, I gotta look smart, so I'm gonna put my glasses on when I talk about this. Alright, so what I think about this is I was watching something today, and I'm always watching something, man, else coming on, and it be intriguing and it gets my mind going. And y'all like to hear me talk like this anyway. Y'all like to hear me talk about uh the feminists and male being men being male chauvinists, and them being like, I guess, arch enemies. I don't know. But as far as this conversation goes, I was watching something today and I had posted it on my page. I said did it. But I posted it, and it was about if all men settled down with one woman, it'd be a lot of single women out here, basically. So I was thinking like, dang, that made point. That he had a good point right there. So as I thought about it, when my wheels started turning, I came to the conclusion that women are selfish. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash with that. Y'all can get in the comments. I don't care. I don't care. Women are selfish. And at the same time, that brings me to the point of when women say the women are the prize, that's not true. The prize is the man. The prize is the man just because. Wait for it. The men are the prize because there's a shortage. And if you want to go by race, there's really a shortage. So if you only dating a certain type of man, you're bringing your percentage of what you could actually get low, because that man that you're looking for may not want you. And if you have a good man, I'm all over the place, but if you have a good guy, right, and you're doing all the things that you need to do, because basically that man was if he was a free agent, he wasn't with nobody because you probably took somebody else's man. So if he wasn't with nobody, if he wasn't with had no type of female out there, he was just mingling, or he had multiples, you narrowed it down to just you. So whatever you did to get it to just you, you can't stop doing that. You probably got to do more to keep him with just you. Remember, you was doing whatever you was doing to get him to that point. You got to keep doing that and keep him at that point. If you're not doing it, he's going to stray away. Somebody else is going to come in and do what you did to get him either from all the females that he had. Because if he was just a single guy with nobody at all, just by himself, trying to get himself together, but usually it's too many females to be by himself. So if he was by himself, he probably was a square or lame. You probably ain't gonna really want to be with him anyways, unless that's your type of guy. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if you got a guy who's about something, is getting things done, women are gonna like him, and women like not somebody who don't have nobody for some reason. Women like competition. This is like, it's got to be hard to be a woman, man. To be able to find somebody that you're really, really attracted to, that you really have vibes with, because that's not always, meet your standards, and to be able to lock them down to just you, it's got to be hard. It's got to be hard. And if you are, if you're on this man's back all the time, and you actually got a good guy who narrowed it down to just you, or you took him from somebody else and now he's just yours, probably need to lean up on him, because you might drive him to go to somebody else, checking through phones and doing all that kind of crazy stuff. And if you do it once or twice and he ain't nothing in it, and you continuously checking up, probably something, some insecurities or something that you got going on. I'm telling you, it's a shortage. We know it. I talk about it all the time. The 2 to 1, the 3 to 1, the 4 to 1 in certain states. And if you're narrowing that down, like I said, to race or a type of guy or what he makes or what his zodiac sign is, you're really putting your numbers down. And if you get somebody, like I was saying, and you try not to run them away with all this extra stuff that you got going on with your insecurities, have some confidence. That's probably how you got them in the first place, is having confidence. Get some confidence. Because I'm telling you, you're not going to have them for long. Somebody's always trying to get them. It's a competition out here, man. Like, it's crazy. Me, like that, my head, I listen to different things like that, be like, dang. It's like, to come in somewhere with this person and don't nobody else talk to this person, this is mine. Because it's not a lot of them out here, and I got one, and it's just mine. He ain't sharing it with nobody else. It's got to be a good thing. So once you get that, you should be doing everything you can to keep it that way, for sure. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. When you start doing all that extra stuff, unless you got other options and you feel like, but you got to think. If you want a guy just to yourself, in order to have that guy just to yourself, is loops and hoops that you got to do. Things that you got to do to be able to get that guy just to yourself. And once you get that guy just to yourself, how are you going to keep this guy just to yourself when there's so many other women trying to get a good guy? And if you mess around and lose that good guy, like I was saying, or say, oh, he cheated, or he messed around and did some stuff that I don't like, he had another woman. When you go to this next guy, he's going to either have multiple females, or he's going to have a female that he's dealing with, and you're going to try to take him away. So now you're still dealing with somebody else's man, when you had your own. And just because he fucked up, messed up, doesn't mean just get rid of it. You got to forgive, because it's like I said, it's in the guy's nature. Me thinking about it like, damn, it really is in a guy's nature. So when you get a guy to settle down and be like, man, I think I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, she does everything I need, man. I don't really need nothing else, man. It'd be good to, you know what I'm saying, have a pass here and there, you know what I mean? But other than that, man, I don't really, man. This is, you know what I'm saying? I don't need multiples. Sometimes some people feel like they do for the rest of their life. But some people, I'm saying, get into that mind frame, and I would say brainwashed. But, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with being that way. Ain't nothing wrong with being brainwashed, man, and finding somebody. I've been in relationships where I felt like, man, this could be the one. But then they get them insecurities and make you start thinking like, what's going on with her? Why she checking up on me so hard? What she got going on? They just be. But if your guy do muck around and, like, you're going to mess around with somebody else who got somebody else, and if he ain't got nobody else, he's probably not the guy that you really want. So now you're just dating a guy just because don't nobody else want him. So you really don't want him because don't nobody else want him. He's by himself. He's by himself for a reason. You got some red flags and something's going on. Which always narrows it down to the type of guys you got. We ain't talking about race. We talking about just all guys, period. It's a shortage. Period. So with that being said, and we ain't nail it down to a race, because race, that's really narrowing it down. You have, I done said this before in different conversations about this. Let's say you got 5 different types of guys. You got one that's the player that got the girls. You got one that's settled down. And he should stay settled down. So it's gonna be hard to get him because he's settled down. He's gonna give you a lot of turns. His woman really gotta be messing up for him to feel like he needs to go over there and talk to you. It's hard to push those type of guys away. I'm definitely one of those guys that find somebody that I'm really, it's gonna be hard to pull me away, but I've been pulled away. But then when you get pulled away, now you with somebody else. You're not just, you know what I'm saying? But I'd have been that guy too, that first guy that done had multiple females that done narrowed it down too. I've been both of those. Then you got the guy that he goes both ways. A lot of females don't want that. Then you got the boy, the guy that's like a boy. He don't really got no job. He just want to sit in the basement and play the game, or just sit around you and live off for you. Then you got the street guy, or let's cut him in half. You got the street guy or the business guy. So you got the upper echelon, that's high quality man. That's probably, you got to be a certain type of female for him to even look your way. Most of the time, he's definitely looking for a certain type of female. He's not going to, you know what I'm saying, find somebody and vibe and try to get that vibe. A lot of them are, you know what I'm saying, they feel a certain type of way. But then you got the hustler guy. He's gonna be that guy that, he could be having money too, but he got a lot of illegal stuff going on. Or he could be the hustler type of guy where he just got a lot of business and things going on, but is that type of guy you want, because he's not gonna have a lot of time for you. So it's a lot of different things that just on that hand right there, there's 5 guys that you gotta choose from. And them might not fit your criteria. They might not be the type of guy that you're looking for. So that narrows it down. And if you find a guy that you really like, do he like you like that? Will he make you his main, or do he just want you just for a side piece, or just to be messing around with? Or like, I had a lady in my life and she used the word passing time. She got that from one of her guys that she was dealing with. He told her it was just passing time. It's cold, man. It's out there like that. And when men find out that they got their options, it's going to be a lot of sister wives, or it's going to be a lot of single women. And a lot of people are, I'd rather just be single. You don't really want to be like that, but you can be that cat lady if you want to be that cat lady. I don't know, but, or you going to find somebody that's going to settle and probably be messing around, and you just not going to never know. Or he just not going to care. Or eventually you're going to get old enough to where you're not going to care. Or you're going to be one of the ones trying to do the get back. Or you mess around, so I want to mess around too. And now it's not the same for a female. And that's why we hold our females to a higher standard. Like we don't want the ones that's you know what I'm saying, that everybody can be mess around with or talk to. That's the point too. Like, if you got a lot of bodies on you, if you got a lot of things going on, that nails it down. And some guys don't care. I've been a guy that talked to a female with multiple kids. Sometimes that don't matter. Sometimes it just matter about your personality and what you got going on and how you carrying yourself. But you have to grow. Both people have to grow. But with that being said, man, I feel women are selfish, man. Women are selfish. Y'all can get in the comments, talk crazy to me, whatever y'all want to do. That's how I feel. I feel like it's a lot of females out here who ain't got no guy, who's trying to compete, and that's cool. And if that's what y'all want, it's just a competition of who can come in and who can get a guy just for themselves, knowing that it's 3-1. So it's for every one guy, there's 3 females, and so 2 is out of luck. That's crazy. So I feel for most females who ain't got no guy, they settling anyways, or they trying to get a guy, or they messing with this guy, and they probably got another guy that they talking to. They trying to fill it out. But most females, most real females who are like want just that guy, and some of them don't. They just want a guy to deal with them. Some are like that. Some don't mind it being a sister wife because they know what it's about and what it's coming to. Some don't mind to be like, hey, long as you come into the crib with me, that's selfish enough. You coming home, you being here, you playing house, or we not even playing house. You have a home, you here, but you may stray off and do whatever. Don't even know the chick. Don't even gotta know the chick. Ain't never gotta see him again. Some still don't want that. They just want you to come home and deal with this every time I want you dealing, and I feel like that's selfish. If your woman is like that, she's selfish. And at the end of the day, if you do mess around, she's gonna get in her feelings, either mess around with somebody else, and you're not gonna want it. You're just probably gonna move on, or you're just gonna just dibble and dabble with her just because you're comfortable with it, but it's not gonna be the same. And if she leaves you, she's just gonna go to somebody else, like I said earlier, to somebody who got multiple females or who are already in a relationship. So you still sharing your man. So at least this right here, you can tell a man don't be doing that type of shit and try to get him in line so he just don't be out of control. But like they said, once he do it once, he probably gonna do it twice. But then you just gotta maintain it to where he just ain't no hoe. But if he's a real man, he probably ain't gonna really be on it like that. Like, nah. Players fuck up sometimes. That temptation be out there, be that one female that just give you everything that you're not getting at the crib. And you like, man, that was just like a vacation for a second, but that's all it was. Not gonna be no more than that because I know where my shit it lies at. But it's not the same for me. It's not the same. I don't know how other guys might let they women do the same thing as them or have that urge like a man. But they probably bossy. They probably running your life too. Especially they probably talking to you crazy. I don't know. All I know is I feel females. With that being said, with him making that point of there's less men than there are females. And if every man settled down right now, just say, I'm settling down with this woman that I've been talking to, everybody else, poof, or I've been talking to you, I ain't been talking, I just want you. And if everybody did that, it'd be a whole lot of women by themselves and probably going ham or crazy or willing to do, you know what I'm saying? It's like men that goes around and have multiple women, I feel like is keeping a lot of craziness down because just think about it. If every man did just be like, no, like it might be some rapes out here. It might be a lot of crazy things going on. Like it'd be like, I don't know what it would be like if every guy just settled down. What really would it be like? So every female who's stepped out on the relationship, man, you gotta get that brother a pass, man. He's as long as he ain't just continuously doing it all the time, I feel like brothers need a pass, man. Regardless of what race they are, man, the brother need a pass, man. Like it is what it is. It's keeping the function of craziness of women not being able to have a man or have somebody like that's what's about it too. Like it's just sex most of the time. Or even if you're going out with a person and you know what I'm saying, you mingling, it's not like y'all walking through the mall, y'all holding hands and you're treating her like that's your woman and that's your lady. It's a difference between like Young Dolph got a song, R.I.P. He got a song where it's like just effing them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, I lie to you not to hurt your feelings. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was just one night. I did it over here. I did it, you know what I'm saying, outside. It was nothing but, you know what I'm saying, never seen her again. Or, you know what I mean? Just, yeah. Like, if that wasn't happening, it'd be a lot of crazy stuff going on, man, I think. I think if dudes didn't have two households, or a guy wasn't have his woman and then had another chick over here that's his little side piece, he go over there and just chill every once in a while. She might make him some breakfast or cook him some lunch or something. He chill over there, and that's could be a situation. It could just be a situation where a guy just every once in a while, he, you know what I'm saying, be in the club, see somebody, one night stands. Them are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? At least you get to know the person. If the person is actually taking his time and giving that person a little bit of time, it might be about 2 hours out of his day every 2 days out of the week. Getting to know the person. Maybe talking on the phone every once in a while. But he just not hitting one night stands. That's dangerous, man. Condoms don't stop stuff that grows around it. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, we do sex ed lessons too. Stay safe. Brothers, stay safe. Period. But yeah, I feel all women are selfish. If you got a man and you want him just to yourself, you selfish. My lady's selfish. It is what it is. She definitely selfish. So, if you're selfish, you got to realize that it's other women, other fellow women out here. For you feminists and you women that feel like the empowering women, empower the woman by, it's not even sharing, but at the same time, it's just, you know what I'm saying? You trying to have the whole cake to yourself. That's selfish. Cakes is meant to be shared. On your birthday, you share your cake. It's your cake, but you're sharing it. There's nothing in this world that you ain't really sharing. But your man, you don't want to share your man. No man should want to share his woman because it's too many of them. Why I gotta fight with you for this lady when it's you? Go get that one, guy. Why you want the same one I got? Go get that one. I've been backdoored before. Yeah, I've been backdoored, but you gotta understand. When I got backdoored, I was done with the relationship anyways. So I was moving on. He ended up coming in, not knowing what he was getting himself into. I'm basically, I thank you. I appreciate you. I ain't never told him, but I appreciate it. Thank you, man. You helped me get away. Sometimes it be a struggle because you just be into, like, comfortable with that person, even if it's messed up, you comfortable with the messed upness. You've been in for so long, like you're like in a rut. And sometimes it take another person or something to get you out that rut. But I was already gone. But at the same time, it's like you thought you was backdooring me, messed around and had a little one, and now probably got you on child support and everything else because they that type of person for real. Other backdoor, I've been backdoor twice, but in both times I was already 2 feet out. I'm just don't know why I was coming back. That first one I wasn't coming back. That second one though, I was coming back here and there. I ain't gonna bluff. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying, like a guilt trip. But it's just the selfishness, man. Selfishness. And to diabolical to have a guy feeling like you want him but you got something else going on. You acting like you only got that going on. Like I'm only messing with you, and if he asks you, like me, I'm gonna ask you, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if we ain't serious like that. We don't separate ways, but we still mingling. You know what I'm saying? You can do you, and I'm telling you what I'm doing. You kind of know what I'm doing. It's not just in your face. I'm not gonna just put it in your face. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Yeah. You talking about you dating, but you talking about you ain't doing nothing, just knowing you are. Like, don't lie. Be honest about it. And that's the whole thing about it. With these females, man, like, if you're doing what you're doing, it's alright, but be honest about it. For the fellas, you don't have to take the best with nobody else's chick, gang. You don't have to. And if the female, most likely, they probably ain't nobody else. That's why guys, we do be getting confused because the female will lie. If you ain't got nobody, you single, you single. I got somebody that I'm talking to, like I had a female tell me that, like, it's complicated. I know what that means. But I can go with it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't lied to me, tell me you ain't had nobody. You told me it was complicated. Long as you ain't married, You fair game. But it's like I said, it's gonna be females talking to somebody else. So you trying to figure out if trying to find somebody that fits you. And that's all it was. And I had a few people tell me it's complicated. It's complicated. I don't know if that's a female thing to say that I'm open to give you a chance. But yeah, that's basically what the conversation was. And pursued, and it was what it was. I mean, I ain't never see the guy, never had to run into nobody, nothing like that. So, I mean, long as that's like that, it's cool. But the point I'm making is, if it's a shortage and it's more women, it should be no reason why you talking to somebody who's in a committed, really committed relationship. If you know that person's really, I don't mess up homes, man. I ain't mess up no broken homes, man. I don't break homes, man. I try to fix them. If you got something going on, you should fix that. You should make sure that work. Like, I'm a good homeboy for real. Like, cause it's too many just be trying to, like, nah, I'm good. And I still kind of picky. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, you get older, so you don't really worry about the stretch marks and the cellulite no more, really. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, you just shouldn't have that anyways. But as you get older, you ain't all fit like that either. So, I mean, you got some things about you that ain't perfect. So, but you still gotta have good quality. You still gotta have the things that I feel I want in a female. So, you know what I mean? The traditional ways. But all this rant that I got going on all started from females being selfish, man. I just feel like, don't be selfish. I ain't telling y'all just to start sharing your man and nothing like that, but talk to him and figure out what's going on, so at the end of the day, you don't get your feelings hurt. And if you really trying to, you know what I'm saying, because every man gonna mess up at some point in time. Gonna mess up. It's temptation. I'm telling you, females is out there. Y'all know how y'all was when y'all was trying to get them, so you got to keep it up so they don't get them. I was in a relationship where I felt like this was gonna be it, and they started getting nervous and make me nervous about like how I met you. So I know that, you know what I'm saying, how you can get down. So like, you're making me nervous because I know I ain't doing nothing. But you're checking up on me, you're popping up, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's making me look at you kind of funny now. And at the end of the day, it kind of got worse. We separated, and I can't really say that you really backdoored me, because it was done, but at the same time, you was on some sneaky. Could have just told me what it was. That's how I feel. But stop being selfish, ladies. Stop being selfish, man. Like, I ain't telling y'all to be sister wives. I ain't telling y'all to let your man go and have a whole nother family, long as he treating you good. Or because most of the time, be honest with you, the side piece probably get treated better going on all the trips. When he going out of town, he gonna tell you going out of town somewhere. He going out of town probably with a chick, or meeting up with a one or something like that, or might meet one down there. You never know. Like a celebrity, or like like, just because you don't have amounts of money don't mean that you're not getting it like that. That means women ain't really throwing themselves at you like if you was a celebrity or basketball player, sport player, athlete, or something like that. Nah. But they coming. As long as you keep yourself up and keep yourself well mannered and dressed and looking like you're about something, you carry yourself well, they coming. Because why wouldn't they? They gonna at least try, at least see what you about. Lawyers, doctors, people, they coming. And some of them don't care what kind of money you got, especially when they get to a certain type of age. Certain type of age, man, they willing to be like, as long as I can just get you. And they not willing to settle. But if you got a good personality, yeah, money don't be mattering to the real women. As long as you got a goal and you accomplish and you can do your own thing. And when I met you, you had your own car, you had your own this, you had your own that. Now, I ain't going to just find no bum. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to be trying to be about something, man. And I can understand that, especially when you a female with things going on. So I don't expect y'all to settle, but I expect y'all not to be selfish. Like, it's guys out there and they gonna mess up, man. So forgive. You ain't gotta forget, but don't harbor and throw him back in his face all the time. And don't go double back and try to do what he did, because guys can't take it like that. Like, it's just what it is. It's too many for, you know what I'm saying, for me to have to settle with another guy knocking my lady down. I ain't got to deal with that. Like I just said, if every guy settled down, it'd be a whole lot of women out there mad and angry as hell. You'll probably get hate mail, all type of different stuff. People probably getting murked off, all type of stuff. And every guy just settled down like it just got into a zone. I can't do nothing but just talk to her. She like it got in a trance. And every woman that you get where they can trance you and make you stay there, yeah, it'd be motherfuckers get knocked off. Definitely be people getting knocked off. For sure. Come on, man. Like, what? Every woman here is dealing with somebody else's man. Unless he's just yours, you're dealing with somebody else's man. Point blank. And you know he's just yours. He's living with you. He's coming home every day. He's making sure, like, you ain't got to check up on him. But he's doing all the right things. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be no reason to be checking up on him. If he getting a little piece of ass somewhere and you don't know about it, leave that shit alone, man. Because it ain't what you're searching for. It ain't in your face. Somebody needs to get pleased somewhere. Not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying, like, don't go looking for the shit, man. Just don't go. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. So, like I said, y'all can go hard in the comments all y'all want to. Just like, share, subscribe, man. If y'all like these conversations that I'm coming with, man, I just seen it online, man. And when he said that, I was like, I done made a lot of reactions about different things, like I said, feminists and the woman movement and how they got to be the way they are and all that, man. We done did all that, and especially with what they call the minority, the black woman, the indigenous, whatever you want to say. Like, I don't have that conversation. But if you're narrowing it down, man, to a certain status, certain zodiacs and all that, man, you're narrowing your pot of guy down, and you best believe that if it's a shortage, you have to do a whole lot to keep this guy. You can't just do a 9 to 5 and think that I'm working now and that's going to be okay. Because that's not okay. It's not okay just to go to work. It's not okay just to think that, oh, I went to work and listen to my boss tell me whatever everything I need to do. Or I'm a boss chick and I do all my own stuff and I work. But you still got to come home. You still should wash clothes. You still should wash dishes. It's things that he's going to be doing that, like, I done went through this already. So I'm not going to go through it again. But everybody has their role. And don't think because you work a 9 to 5, that's enough. Nah, you got to be throwing that thing up and throwing it back down. You know what I'm talking about? Doing all you can. Don't think just because I got a job I ain't got to do. Or if he's paying all, I seen one thing where a lady said, oh, if he's paying all my bills, I'm talking about I'm going down and jiggling them and hitting them and touching the gooch and doing that everything just because he's paying the bill. You should be doing that anyways, because it's a shortage. If you ain't doing it for him, you just gonna be bouncing around him to him to him because somebody, and then eventually when your name get around, you ain't gonna be no more good. I don't care how good you look. I don't care. It don't matter how good you look. You will be one of the ones that, yeah, I'll probably smash, but I can't, nah. Somebody maybe eventually, you know what I'm saying? But you not going to get the guy that you really want, I'm telling you. And if you do get the guy you really want, go all out. Make sure that he stays yours. If you really want that lifestyle of him not sharing, because it's out there for him to share. We just went through the whole 36 minutes in of me ranting about women being selfish. So you already know what you got going on. So make sure that the competition that y'all in, for y'all put yourself in this, I mean, I ain't say y'all put yourself in this competition, but you're not willing to share. So it's definitely a competition to come in with a man on your arm to say, this is my man and he ain't messing with nobody else. This is the trophy right here. We trophies. Fellas, we trophies. They might want to switch it around and play the mind game or whatever. But with trophies, if it's we're antiques, it's not a lot of us. We're high commodity. All men are high commodity. I'm telling you, you just gotta put yourself in, and then you kept your ugly. I see ugly men get women. What you think Flavor Flav is doing? Come on, man. Like, you can get them. And that was a TV show, but he still was getting them. Don't act like he wasn't getting them. He had money. You can get them. You can get those that's thirsty for the money too. You see them little trap things where they be in the cars. Some of them be set up and it be fake. But you got a lot of women that will holler at you just because they feel like you can give them that bag. And some of them are still chasing the bag. You don't want them either. But them is the ones that just don't care. Them is the ones that are try to take your man, and if they can get them to set them down, they willing to share. A person who chasing the bag and willing to get the bag from a guy is willing to share too. Those are the ones that's willing to share because they ain't got nobody anyway. So I'm messing with his guy, so I might as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, share your man. Like that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, had them on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You can get them. Hey, don't be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I had them once. You can have them. I'll get them back. Like, making songs, but ain't really living up to it. Point blank. But like I said, man, women, man, y'all gotta stop being selfish, man. And if you got it, how you got it, make sure you go all out to keep it. Don't just start slacking because you think you got it. You can let up a little bit. Nah, you got to put your foot on the gas and keep them chicks from behind because they always spitting something and he just not listening because he just got eyes for you. When a guy just got eyes for you, it can happen. Happened to me. When you got eyes for somebody, you just got eyes for them. I understand that. I mean, you might have eyes with 2 people, maybe 3 people. I don't know what your lifestyle is. But you might have eyes for whoever you got eyes for. And you're not looking at nobody else. You might have 2 women that you just probably talking to, 3 women that you just talking to. Maybe just 1. But you're not talking to anybody else that talks to you. Don't care how good they look, what they got going on. You don't really care. Because you've been there. You don't talk to the pretty women that had a bad attitude after a while. You don't talk to the thick women with an okay face, but it still wasn't hitting like how you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? So when you find that idea and somebody who you can tolerate and treat you how you want to be treated as a man, that's what you're looking for. And females, that's what the man looking for. He could settle for a fupa or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as you treating him right, you rubbing him when you come in, you how your day going, you doing all the things traditional ways still. But you still gotta cook clean. You still gotta, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he's helping out with the cooking and cleaning too. Or going halfway or buying and making sure that you ain't. If you got it made and you know you got it made, and y'all know when you got it made, keep it made. With that being said, get with it, stick with it is the motto, man. If you hear, you might as well stick with it. What are you doing? Subscribe, share, tell the people, get them in here. Let's get it going. And I'm going to bring y'all more, but for now, I'm just going to pop. I used to bring them out, try to bring them out every couple days, but it's going to be like every week. Right before it's every 2 weeks. When them views start going up, I'm going to go by the views. I'm going to start going by the views. So many views, I'll put out another one. But right now, it's going to be every week. So every week, I'm going to drop one on Sunday. Since the boy was born on Sunday, I'm a son guy. We're going to drop him on Sunday. So every Sunday, I'm going to drop a new one. And the views start, you know what I'm saying, don't go up like it. It's going to be by the views, people. Come on. Get the views up. Get it out there. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your people to subscribe. And keep it going. But until then, we're going to do what we do. We're going to kick back. We're going to listen to me rant. We gonna watch me play the game. We gonna do it all, man. But females, do right. You got something, make sure you keep it. Keep them leeches, because they coming. They don't call them leeches. They just ain't got nobody or they willing to share. And they don't mind sharing with you. And they don't care if you know or not. So, get up on your Until then, I appreciate y'all. You know it don't go unnoticed. Appreciate y'all. Always. Until then.